What factors fueled cycles of human rights abuses in Latin America? Imagine a region full of vibrant cultures and rich histories, yet repeatedly caught in waves of violence and repression. Latin America's history shows how human rights abuses have come and gone over decades. But what really causes these cycles to keep happening? Let's explore the key factors behind this pattern. Right after countries in Latin America gained independence from European powers, they faced a lot of political chaos. Governments changed often, military leaders seized power through coups, and democratic institutions were fragile. This instability created openings for authoritarian rulers to take control, often justifying brutal repression to stay in power. Military dictatorships in countries like Argentina, Chile, and Brazil used torture, disappearances, and killings to silence anyone who opposed them. These actions became common, and human rights violations grew worse during these times. Colonialism left behind deep social and economic gaps. Large parts of the population, especially indigenous groups and rural communities, were pushed to the margins. These inequalities led to social unrest and protests, but instead of addressing these issues, many governments responded with force. The weak presence of the state in poor areas allowed criminal groups and paramilitary forces to step in. Sometimes these groups provided basic services in exchange for loyalty, which made the situation even more complicated and violent. During the Cold War, external countries like the United States played a big role. They supported military coups and armed groups that committed serious abuses, all in the name of stopping communism. For example, the United States backed Augusto Pinochet's dictatorship in Chile, which was known for torture and disappearances. Support for rebels and counterinsurgency efforts in Nicaragua also caused prolonged violence and suffering for civilians. These foreign interventions often made internal conflicts worse, fueling cycles of violence and rights violations. Weak judicial systems and a culture of impunity made it easy for perpetrators to escape punishment. Even after democratic governments returned, many struggled to investigate or prosecute past abuses. Sometimes amnesty laws or political pressures protected those responsible. This cycle of impunity made people lose trust in their institutions and delayed justice for victims. Grassroots groups like the Mothers of the Plaza de Mayo in Argentina fought hard to uncover the truth and demand accountability, showing how civil society can challenge abuses. All these factors, political instability, authoritarian regimes, social inequality, foreign interference, and weak institutions, work together to create recurring patterns of human rights violations. The legacy of colonialism and the ongoing struggle to build stable, inclusive democracies kept these cycles alive. Understanding this helps us see how history and politics shape human rights in Latin America and why these issues continue to matter today.